To speak to what is coming up next, we want to invite our volunteer superstar, the director of the Super Bowl Volunteers, Ellie Kehoe, to the stage. Ellie.
It's all yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. First off, I would like to thank Jack Larson and the rest of Xcel Energy Center for having us today at this beautiful venue. Woo. It is my greatest pleasure to welcome you all officially to Crew 52. The energy and the excitement in this room is incredible, and I know many of you have traveled near and far to come here today. Someone flew in from JFK this morning. We had Candy fly in from Oregon yesterday. Someone drove from the Iron Range this morning. So thank you so much for your dedication to Crew 52 thus far. We know that this energy will bring through all the way to Super Bowl week. So next, I just want to give you a quick snapshot of the applications that we received from all of you guys. On March 15th, we launched our application, and we received 1,000 applications in the first hour. In the first 24 hours, we received 7,000 applications, and so far. And when we closed on September 30th, we received over 30,000 applications. You guys are already making Super Bowl history, and you should be very proud. But in order to select the 10,000 volunteers that we have in this room today, we interviewed over 15,000 people, and we hand-selected all of you in this room to be Super Bowl ambassadors. In order to select this great group, we had our volunteer screening specialists put in over 18,000 hours of volunteer service to date. So I would like to recognize everyone that's a screening specialist wearing our Cub Kindness blue polos, which I believe are all sitting upper deck. Please stand up so we can give you a round of applause. These volunteers will also be your volunteer captains during Super Bowl week, so hopefully you'll recognize them on your way out and say thank you. Not only are you making Super Bowl history, you're also making Minnesota history. Crew 52 represents over 500 cities of Minnesota, and 90% of the volunteers are coming right from Minnesota as well. We're also happy to have volunteers from 42 states, as it's going to take all of us to put on the best Super Bowl yet. Next, I'm going to share a quote from Maureen Bausch, our CEO, that gives me motivation every single day. Our purpose is to facilitate the best Super Bowl in the history of the game and make sure it works hard for Minnesota now and long after the final whistle. Volunteers are the most important part of the Super Bowl, and you are the ones that are going to make Minnesota shine. Just like we hand-selected each and every one of you in this room, we also hand-selected our volunteer program sponsor. I would like to introduce President of Operations, Chad Ferguson at Cub.
Thank you. All right, good afternoon, Crew 52. Wow, I love the energy in this room, and I'm so excited to be here and represent the 8,000 associates across the Twin Cities and around the state that work at Cub. And I tell you what, we're excited to not only be part of Crew 52 with Cub Kindness, but we're also excited at Cub as we gear up to celebrate our 50th anniversary next year as we head into Super Bowl 52. So I want to tell all of you here, thank you very much for your support of Cub in your local communities around the Twin Cities, around the state, and on behalf of all of our associates, thank you so much for your business. At Cub, we have one very simple vision, and we talk about it with our associates all the time. And it's one simple vision that I actually wear on my collar. I wear it on the back of my jacket. And our vision is that we want every customer that enters our stores to leave happier than when they arrived. Now, that's a lofty vision. We don't know what's going on in someone's personal life when they enter our stores. We don't know if today was the day of a promotion, or if a loved one scored straight A's on their last test that mom and dad tutored them with, or we don't know if today is one of the toughest days of their lives. But when they come in to buy a steak to celebrate or flowers to console, our job is to make sure that they leave happier than when they arrived. And so we encapsulate that into one small moniker, and I'm going to turn around after I say this, but we say, love to see you be happy. And I wanted you to see this on the back of my jacket. Love to see you be happy. That means that everything we do is geared to making your day better when you enter our stores. And I think this dovetails really nicely into Crew 52, because our goal is, as part of Crew 52, is everybody that enters the Twin Cities leaves happier than when they arrived. We want them to have an unbelievable experience when they're here, and we want them to talk about this experience for years to come, whether they've come in from around the world, within the United States, or whether they've driven in for days or been delayed on a flight. You have the power to flip their day in a second by giving them directions, being there with a smile, and introducing lots of energy. And I saw lots of energy in this stadium here today. So let's hear it again. So I want to take us back for just a quick history lesson. I think there's a few Vikings fans in the room when I see the purple. And if you go back to 1969, back when football was played outdoors with no heaters, right? Woo, we got a fan of that. In 1969, the team had a motto. They actually had a logo for it, and they said that it was 40 men giving it all they had for 60 minutes. And they had a saying, they called it 40 for 60. Well, I did a quick math study here over the last couple days, and if you take a look at the 2 weeks leading up to Super Bowl, there's about 20,000 minutes on the clock. If you think about it, there's 10,000 volunteers that are going to give it all we have for 20,000 minutes to make sure that this is the best Super Bowl ever in the history of the Super Bowl, and that people absolutely love the Twin Cities and have the best time of their lives. And so, before I exit the stage, again, I want to thank you on behalf of Cub, and you were all powered by Cub Kindness to go out and spread this across the cities. But I was talking to Ellie backstage, and I didn't ask her if I could share this, but she said she's worked with the Super Bowl on a couple other committees like this, and she said, this is the loudest, most energetic group I've been part of. So before I bring her back up, let's raise those thunder sticks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad, for reviewing Cub Kindness with us. I feel like we all are excited to live that out during Super Bowl week. We are very thankful for our volunteer program sponsor, Cub. Now, we are going to review the next steps of the volunteer program, which I think you all are wanting to hear. So after today, thank you for coming for orientation. That's one step. You will receive your role placement, whether you will be at Super Bowl Live, at a hotel, or in a Skyway. So you will receive an email before December 1st where you will be during Super Bowl week. You will also receive an invitation to sign up for your role-specific training. This will also be in the volunteer portal. If you guys have any questions or missed an email, may have gone through your spam, please always go to the volunteer portal for the latest news. Then, in December, we will release the volunteer schedule. So you again will receive an email notification to log into the volunteer portal to sign up for your 3 shifts. Then, in January, you will attend your role-specific training, and we'll have options weekdays, weeknights, to be flexible to fit into your schedule. At the role-specific training, you'll also receive your uniform and credential. You will also receive more information and training on Cub kindness, safety and security presented by the cell, which you'll hear by later, human trafficking, and also your role during game week. So next, I would like to welcome up 3 friends who are going to show you a little bit more of what role you will have during game week and the different scenarios and questions that you might get. So first, I would like to welcome up Shannon. She is a guest visiting Minnesota for the first time, and she told me that she packed her warmest flip-flops. Then we have JR, who is not a very good volunteer. He didn't attend the orientation, he didn't attend the role-specific training, and really, I don't know how he slipped through the cracks. Then we have Jim, who is the best volunteer. He's from Minnesota. He loves everything Minnesota. He lives all about Cub kindness, and we couldn't ask for a better volunteer. So please welcome up my friends to give you an insight of your role.
Hello, everybody! Woo! My name is Jim, and I am your team lead. How's everybody doing tonight? That is fantastic. Now, there are some pretty obvious do's and don'ts if you want to be a Super Bowl Crew 52 ambassador. And first and foremost among them is courtesy. Now, we're going to have, let me see, over 1 million guests here for the 10 days that will be Super Bowl 52. How about that? And it's going to be our job to show them around the Twin Cities. So please imagine that it's the day itself, February 4th. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and you are on Nicollet Mall.
Hey, guess what? I'm at the Super Bowl. Me too. What do you mean, what's Super Bowl? I mean like the Super Bowl.
Pardon me, I'm sorry. Hi. Hi, I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of US Bank Stadium.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna watch the game from about midfield, yeah.
Stop! Now remember, courtesy is key. We all want to be part of the Super Bowl experience, am I right? Woo, yeah. So remember, just take a moment, be courteous, engage with your guest. Who knows, you may make a friend.
Maybe you know, I was just trying to find US Bank Stadium.
Well, I don't know where you know what? Why don't you come with me? I'll show you.
Okay.
Great. Now, so tell me, are you from out of town?
I'm from Phoenix.
Oh, that explains the shoes.
Yeah.
Great. Well, listen, on our license plate it says that we have 10,000 lakes,
yeah.
But in reality we have 23,000.
What?
Yeah. Woo. Now, the easiest way to be courteous, that's to be upbeat. Now, and that isn't perhaps the easiest thing to do when you've just stepped off the light rail. It's 9 in the morning and it's 23 degrees below zero.
I'm cold. I'm cranky. I'm tired. Why did I want to be a volunteer?
Hi. I was wondering if you would tell me which train to get on to get to Mall of America, because I need a coat and I need shoes that cover my feet.
Not only that, I don't have my favorite gloves because my dog chewed them up when he had to go outside at 5 a.m. And I only got 2 hours of sleep because my neighbors' kids came in from out of town and they were having a pre-party the night before.
Wow! What about Minnesota Nice? Also, I can't feel my feet.
Stop. Now, volunteers should be upbeat. Who says all the fun has to be inside the stadium, huh? Spread it around. This may be our guests' first visit to Minnesota, but let's make sure it's not their last.
I'm cold, I'm cranky, and I'm tired. Ooh, why did I sign up for this?
I don't know.
You know why? Because the Twin Cities are great.
Oh,
Because the Super Bowl is going to be great.
Yeah.
Because the Mall of America is great. Did you know that they can put 78 football fields inside the Mall of America?
Yes, now I do.
I know it's cold outside and people say it's freezing, but I like to say it's just warming up. And you know what? To warm up, I like to do this dance. Hit it!
Let's get a big bold North high five!
Now, baby, I'm sure. I just can't wait till
Such power. Now, the U.S. Bank Stadium is fairly new to those of us here in the Twin Cities, but it's going to be completely new and slightly foreign to some of our out-of-town guests. Now, remember, they're also going to be having to find their way into the Skyway system downtown. Let's see if we can't help them with that.
Okay, Eric said to meet him at Super Bowl Live. So it's just in one of these buildings, so I just need to get inside one of these buildings. That's all I need to do is just get inside one of these buildings. I am not panicking. Okay. Oh, hi, will you help me? Okay, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna get inside the building. It's not gonna happen. And then a polar bear is gonna eat me, and then he's gonna freeze to death. And then a taxidermist is gonna take the polar bear and he's gonna make us into a rug.
Stop, freeze. Thank you for that whistle. I appreciate that. Now, there are going to be a lot of emotions out there, and it is our job to remain cool, calm, and collective, and helpfully collect and helpfully help everybody out there. So remember, as I said earlier, this may be the first time our guests have come to the Twin Cities. Let's make sure it's not the coldest.
I don't want to lie on somebody's floor in their cabin in front of a fireplace.
Oh, whoa, no, come on here. Let me help you find your way into the Skyway and help you navigate it. You know, we have the largest Skyway system in the entire country. Yeah, it's over 7 miles long.
That statistic should terrify me. But I'm so comforted by your above and beyond demeanor.
Follow me. Now, finally, do you all know that you're a valuable resource? Let's hear a big round of applause for that. You're a big, valuable resource. All right. Now, as Super Bowl ambassadors, you will have 10 full days to help people enjoy Super Bowl Live, the Twin Cities, and the game itself. So how do you do that? By being knowledgeable and sharing that knowledge.
Hi. Ooh, I just landed from Phoenix. And I understand that there's supposed to be Crew 52 ambassadors who are going to help me get used to the Twin Cities. Do you know who or what I should be looking for?
I don't know.
Okay.
Stop. Now, thank you. Remember, knowledge is power, and knowledge is also the key to a successful team.
Hi. Yeah, maybe you know. I was wondering, what are the Crew 52 ambassadors supposed to wear during Super Bowl week?
Well, you know what? I don't know, but I bet I know somebody who does.
Oh.
And this is not it.
Wow. 1992 called and they want their uniform back.
Yeah. So, you want to follow me?
Thank you.
All right, come on.
You're welcome. Is this what we're supposed to wear?
winter magic. Winter magic.
Would you like to wear that again?
Aren't you glad we moved beyond sweats?
Oh, so cozy,
You guys, can we just take like a second? Just stand up and give us a big yeah again, because you guys have been sitting for a while. Very nice. Very good.
You guys, get ready to show some enthusiasm. It is time to reveal the 2018 Crew 52 uniform.
All right, we're gonna back up. Have a seat.
Look number one. We're bringing some sexy back, okay?
Here it comes. Better than sweats.
We have our first look modeled by our volunteers Maria, Tommy, and Nakia. They're wearing a base layer. The uniform volunteers working in the Skyways are going to sport this outfit.
It goes electric,
The cr-
baby, when I turn it on.
There's a bit of history here because Target. Yeah, there it is.
We're flying up no ceiling when we in the zone.
Nice.
What do you
nice,
think?
nice.
Huh?
Those Crew 52 uniforms you see today there are the work of our partner Target and their dedicated team members. How about that jacket? They brought the full force of Target's design expertise to this project to make it fashionable and functional.
And this wasn't by accident. Target did some exhaustive review of the past volunteer uniforms to see how color sort of relates in past cities to the Super Bowl. The team created this kit includes the talent behind many of Target's most beloved ads and brands, including Pillow Fort, Home Trend, and a number of menswear swim lines. I want to thank Maria, Tommy, and Nakia.
Yeah, great job. Those Skyways workers are going to look great. Look number two, okay? For our second look, we have John, Christy, and Andy, who have built on that base layer that you just saw, adding a puffer and a jacket. Yes, the turquoise puffer looks beautiful. Plays a different role from the outer jacket. Made from a lightweight, water-resistant ripstop. Can either be zipped into the shell and worn as a systems jacket, or it can work as a standalone. It is, listen, woo! Yeah! It's made from specialized fibers that trap and hold more body heat than regular synthetic fills. We all know that that's going to come in handy. And instead of like take it off, I think we should say put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on.
It's all about layers. That outer jacket, by the way, consists of a sturdy wind and water-resistant fabric, as well as extremely comfortable warm brush tricot fabric throughout. Features a pattern derived from the Super Bowl 52 logo. The shell includes an elastic, adjustable waistband, draw cords that add definition for the ladies. We didn't know how many of our volunteers would be women, so we added that in just in case.
Beautiful. Gotta get a couple pictures of that. All right, you guys. It includes 3 zippered pockets to secure your phone, your maps, your wallet, your car keys, and
John,
any other
Christy, and
valuables.
Andy, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, look number 3. You ready for this one? We think our uniforms have great style that fashionistas are going to want to wear. You'll notice that the kit's color palette is borrowed from the Super Bowl 52 logo. Here it comes, which includes icy blues, and there's Victor.
Whoa, sneak attack.
Vibrant purples that mimic the clear blue skies and the beauty of the northern lights. The Cub Kindness mark and the logo is incorporated throughout this uniform, perhaps most notably on the hood, where there's an engineered gradient graphic that uses the elements of the logo. How beautiful are these?
Very nice. Did you know, Kelsey, that Crew 52's 10,000 volunteers, they're going to hit the streets and they're going to welcome a hometown to the world, a hometown favorite, the Minnesota-made custom. It's for North Bold. It's the beanie. We love your melon beanie. I think you got one, didn't you?
I did. That's one thing I knew beforehand because they only unveiled those hats that you just saw. So I have one of those. They are beautiful, and you get to keep that. Oh, that whole ensemble is going to be yours.
It was the first part of the outfit to be unveiled. You only get your hands on it if you're one of you 10,000 people. So you're the only ones that have it. Don't sell it or don't give it away.
Thanks to Tarlene and Nikki for making sure that Victor also looks his best on the red carpet and for representing Minnesota. He always looks pretty sharp and he's got a lot of energy.
All right, with events taking place in extreme temperatures and after dark, we also went to great lengths to emphasize warmth, safety, visibility, and versatility. So look number 4, here it comes. For added safety, we have added the 3M branded reflective piping to the front and the back. 3M, hometown, ensuring strong night visibility. Tashonda, take a little bow, Tashonda. Nice.
Nice. And there, it's all pulled in when you're out there.
There you go.
By the light rail.
In addition, there are reflective elements including the bold back logo and the fleck within the pocket zipper pullers.
And you are required to do the worm if you're a
There you go.
volunteer. So everybody has until February to learn that. Pulling together this beautiful kit, Nick, Kathleen, and Melissa model all 5 distinct pieces, including that overcoat, the outer jacket shell, a lightweight puffer jacket that can be zipped into the shell, a scarf, and the signature polo. So take a look at these models. Take a look at what you think you'll be wearing when you get your placement. We think our signature uniform truly brings all of our brand pieces together. We, of course, can't wait to see all of our ambassadors out on the streets, in the airport, at the light rail, in the skyways, wearing these outfits.
By the way, Target is very proud of its hometown. Their team is ecstatic for the opportunity to support Crew 52. Let's hear it for our models, our partner Target, and the official uniforms of Crew 52. So we'd like to put our pride to the test now. So we're going to take an all-crew photo so the world can see that Minnesota is ready to bring the Super Bowl home. So Uzoma can come up, can take the photo, the team photo. We're going to do a little selfie in the background as well, but let's get everybody ready to go.
Everybody scrunch in.
Swing in. There you go.
Victor.
Come on in.
We'll do the selfie real quick.
Okay. Ready?
My arms are long enough. Oh, shoot. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Very good.
All right. Did we get the team picture down here? Good job, guys. All right, if you're ready to take the field, tell the coach to put you in by putting on your bold North mittens. Raise them high. Both hands, bold North. Thanks to everybody for their teamwork. We're about to head into our halftime break with the show. As the band sets up, Randy's going to have a few minutes to speak with the St. Paul Mayor, Chris Coleman. Before that, let's hear from somebody who knows what it's like to participate in 2 Super Bowls, bench warmer Bob Lertzema.
Hi, my name is Bob Lertzema, and I want to congratulate you on being selected to volunteer for Super Bowl 52. As you know, Super Bowl 26 was here in Minnesota, and to this day, many of the media say it was the most warm and genuine reception they've ever had. And I know you'll match that. So from the bottom of my heart, I truly want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Who doesn't remember Bob, right? Big hand. Awesome. It is a pleasure for me to introduce to you one of the men who helped bring everything to this town. Mayor Chris Coleman is here with us to help celebrate and to bring this orientation outward so that all of you can understand what it means to the city of St. Paul and not only to the state of Minnesota as well. So please welcome St. Paul's Mayor Chris Coleman. I'm going to ask him a few questions, so we're going to delve into his life a little bit, okay? First of all, thanks for being here.
Well, congratulations to Crew 52. This is awesome, and you all look fantastic in purple.
All right, so we all know that the big event is in Minneapolis, US Bank Stadium, but St. Paul is still a big part of this. Tell us what's going to be happening in the city of St. Paul.
Well, this is a statewide effort. I mean, this is every corner of Minnesota, but St. Paul's going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have the Taste of the NFL It's going to be right in the middle of the Winter Carnival. We've got all kinds of activities that are going to be happening here. And so we definitely want people to come and enjoy what's happening in St. Paul and then, hopefully spend a little money while they're here.
All right, so you volunteers will ultimately be asked about St. Paul. Some of you will. What would you like a Crew 52 volunteer to parlay to a visitor about the city of St. Paul?
Well, look, what's great about the Twin Cities is that we have so many unique neighborhoods and every city is strong. And so I want people to come over and say, hey, go to St. Paul. It's got this beautiful historic charm. It's got this lovely downtown. We've got fantastic restaurants, great bars, whether you want the newest kind of upscale food or you want old-fashioned steaks like Mancini's or just a good place to get a beer.
All right, so I don't know if many of you know this about the mayor, but he's a hockey player, and we often see you during the Crashed Ice event. Do pretty well, by the way. I get more impressed every year with your performance, so we appreciate that. But what will we see from the mayor of St. Paul during that week?
Well, the Crashed Ice course is, of course, fun, and we are going to have Crashed Ice here next year, kind of close to the Super Bowl, but not that same time. But actually, I'm done being mayor of the city of St. Paul in just a couple of weeks, and so what I'm going to suggest is that my successor, then Mayor Carter, actually challenged the mayor of Minneapolis to jump snowmobiles over the Mississippi River.
Jacob Fry.
Yep, Mayor Fry, Mayor Carter, dual snowmobiles over the Mississippi River.
That will get coverage, I guarantee it. No question about it. You're a big sports fan.
Yeah.
What are you looking for out of the Super Bowl itself?
Well, first of all, I'm looking forward to the Vikings winning the first Super Bowl.
Oh, hey, huh? They won again today, by the way, beat the Redskins. So you want to see the Vikings in the Super Bowl?
I would love to, but this is an opportunity, and this is why Crew 52 is so incredibly important, because I've seen what the Super Bowl can do for other cities. So you look at the Indianapolis a few years ago, and it transformed the image of that community for people across the globe. And so Crew 52, you are going to be responsible for completely revamping the image of Minnesota, not because we're not cold, not because we don't have snow, but because we are the coolest place on the planet.
Well, let's thank the mayor of St. Paul for being such a great part of this and for your service to the city of St. Paul. Thank you, Mayor Coleman. I appreciate it.